Hey, welcome back to Black Light Garage. Well, here's a $25,000 question. You know, everybody's having cam failures and stuff, and they're all blaming the lifters, you know, on flat tappet cams. Well, our Comp flat tappet lifters, Howard's flat tappet lifters, and Summit flat tappet lifters, are they all the same? Are they different? Well, there ain't one way to find out. You ready? Come on, let's get into it. Alright, just so you know that I'm not pulling the wool over your eyes, or you see all these bags are still sealed. So I'm going to cut them open right in front of you and then mark each one. This is the Summit lifter. And I'll go ahead and show you the bottoms of them as I'm doing this. Because this is what, it's the crown on the bottom of the lifters everybody says is causing the problems, saying that they don't have enough crown. Okay, here's the Howards. You can see the bottom of it looks a whole lot better. I mean, just as far as the grind. H. And one more. Now these are Ford lifters. These are not, hey look, the Comp is sealed in another bag. These are Ford lifters. These are not small block Chevrolet lifters. And just in case you're wondering what lifters we are comparing, these are regular lifters for small block, big block Ford. Basically everything except for an FE Ford. And there's the bottom of it, of course. See a big mark in it there. So I'm not crazy about that, but see. There we go. Now they all look similar. The Howards and Comp look really, really similar. The Summit, you can see this groove is wider, and the bottom of it a bit coarser ground. If I remember right, in the catalog it's saying Comp and Howards are made in USA, and I believe the Summits are made in Mexico. So I say we get a pair of calipers and measure, see how much crown we've got. Now let's move these out of the way. Now each lifter should have somewhere between 1 and 2, I mean preferably over 1,000th. It should have between 1 and 2 thousandths, like .0018 to .0024 is most ideal. So I'm just going to use a regular pair of calipers here. So zeroed it out. We'll start out here on the outermost edge. We've got 1982. So let's go over to the middle. 1984. So there's 2,000ths. Let's go over to the other edge. 1982. So actually this lifter has enough crown on it. I'm still not crazy about the way they've grounded on the bottom. It's a little rough. And I know some people talk about you can take two lifters and put them together, you know, because you can see like right here I can rock them back and forth. So that shows you that they're not perfectly flat. So The Summit passes the crown check. Let's check the comp. Outermost edge. $19.83. Let's go over to the center. $19.88. $19.85. Still $19.88 in the center. I kind of be scared of that one. So now let's check the Howards. $19.82. $19.83. Oops, slipped out. There we go. $19.82. You can see it don't have that big spot on the bottom of it like the comp did. Because I hope that shows up, but you can see it right there. See, the Howards doesn't have that. So, I hate to say it, but I would definitely pick the Howards over the comp, even if they do come from the same supplier. The Howards has a better spec. Well, you know me. I like my new old stock stuff. This is an old TRW lifter. So let's check it. $19.98. $19.99. $19.98. It's the old TRW stuff. In spec. You know what? Just for S's and G's, I've got some new old stock crane lifters. Let's check one of them. But you can see they've got a few specks on the bottom of them where they've sat around for so long, but that's okay. Now you can see these actually are a different lifter. Or, you know, the body is different. Which I do know these are also anti-pump up lifters, but we're just after what the crown is. 1982. $1984. $1982. So the crane's good. That comp just bothers me, it being all over the place like that. 1986. $1987. $1986. Was it off around the perimeter of it? Yes, because I turned it a quarter of a turn. Now look, and that's on the very edge. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't use the comp. So now let's look internally. Let's see if they're built the same inside. Let's see. Well, I should have used needle nose to start with. Okay. Of course, this is the summit lifter. There's a little disc valve. And of course your spring down in there. It does have a good amount of oil inside of it though. So there's the insides of the summit lifter. There's the clip out of the comp. And there's the insides of the comp. And so far I see absolutely no difference on the inside. So let's check the Howards. And spring inside of it. So while we got them out, I'm just curious. Let's mark these parts, see if they all measure the same. .307. That one was the Howards. This is the comp. .306. And the Summit, .307. yours is 1.216. Comp is 1.213. And the Summit is 1.218. So there is some variances in them. But to be honest, the Comp has the most variance of any of them. Well, there you go. There are differences in them. I mean, the USA made ones might be coming out of the same factory, but they're not all the same tolerances or specs. So I'm not going, I'll let you draw your own conclusion. I'm not going to tell you what to use. Looking at that, I know what I'd use. You know, I'm not going to say that anything like their name starts with an H or anything, but that would certainly be my pick, or in the old stock ones, of course. But I know I'm going to get some hate on this, because there'll be people that, oh, you was going by. Yeah, well, okay, good for you. I'm just showing you what they measure, and I'm showing you if you used it like it is, you're going to have problems. So I'm sorry, but you know, numbers don't lie. So appreciate y'all watching. Be sure and hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. I'll be back with another one. See you.